Jan is still playing quickly. They both have a healthy amount of time, and we're about to break the world record for longest world championship game.
We are nearing history here. Will it be a decisive game today? I have no idea how to answer that question, but I know that either way, we have broken history here in the 2021 World Chess Championship, because the move rook to d2 officially makes this game the longest game in World Chess Championship history. These two guys made it happen.
Maybe he doesn't want f5. Maybe he wants rook to d5, and then the king.
The e-pawn is going to promote. You have to sacrifice your queen for it. That, of course, is losing. And Magnus Carlsen, he's going to shush the doubters. He's put his finger to his lips too early in certain events. And there it is. There's the handshake. And that is Magnus Carlsen taking the 3.5, 2.5 lead.
The first decisive game in more than 5 years of classical chess for the World Chess Championship.
G3 is kind of tough.
But I would have to admit that there's only one player in the world against whom Jan would have lost this game today. And that, unfortunately for him, that guy was hitting opposite. Because as late as move 100 and something, Jan still had the draw.
Yeah.
But this guy just wouldn't stop. And that's the reason he won.
Even though, like, after the trade and rook a2, like, white is
f5 maybe.
Yeah, I mean, white is like as stuck as your stepsister, but like you can't do anything.
Yeah, I just king g2, and I mean I just wait, right? I just can move the king back and forth. So I mean, I don't really see it, but Magnus is getting low on time, and don't forget Magnus.
C'est compliqué. Il va faire tour des deux, non?
Pourquoi pas. Moi, je partirais sur E3, mais... Et tour des deux...
Je sais pas, il a donné l'impression de toucher la tour, non?
Through e4 in that case.
That's actually really interesting. The knight on g1 will guard the e2 rook. With the king on g2, you can finally push the pawn.
Yeah, or you can put the king on h2.
Jan gave us a look there saying, okay, I see.
But what if after white goes rook e2, black just brings the queen right back to e4?
That's actually really irritating.
Yep.
Yeah, that stops everything. The point, if the knight is on f3, then the queen is not sitting on
e6.
First things first. Yeah,
wait,
e6
is
a nice
and rook
move.
f7 just GG, or maybe? Wait.
Yeah, you keep moving up the board. It feels like that should be winning. Yeah.
Wait, how is e6 not just game over? Actually.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, maybe there's queen a7.
But still, like queen a7, rook f.
I mean,
e6 is a committal decision.
Okay, now it's clear. Magnus realizes he's winning it.
I think, well, Jan must have realized it a while back, but
you know what will be interesting to know and to ask Magnus, like what he thought. Yeah, resignation. What he thought about this endgame from the very beginning, when there were just two pawns. Like, what are the odds? Like, what are the winning chances? Okay, let's listen to the players.
G3 is kind of tough.
No, but in general, yeah.
Okay, I mean, in the blitz game,
yeah.
As soon as it happened, once the queen was captured as two rooks, it felt like black was in danger. He just brought his queen back to d6. Rook d1.
Whoa. Rook d1 by Magnus instead of rook c2, and the eval bar does not like that move.
I've never been so disappointed.
Sorry. That came as a glass of cold water.
What's the idea?
Так, тем временем делает первый ход. Я не пойму, кто.
Ну, это не...
Собянин. Я хотел сказать, похож на Собянина, но я думал, как там может оказаться Собянин. А действительно Собянин.
И опять Магнус его берет назад.
Yeah, I think this is headed towards probably towards a draw, I guess. Frustrating.
Yeah, that's a hot
very,
take.
very frustrating. Yeah. No, very, very frustrating. Yeah, really, really frustrating to see.
À 3 grosses faiblesses. Oui, à 3 c'est une faiblesse, tout à fait, Asperto. Il est sur case noire, on a un fou de case noire, on a la dame. Donc
il refait son truc de
ce qu'on veut faire, c'est amener la dame en V3.
Je crois qu'il veut E3.
C'est pas con. Hein.
Another question from Twitch from a username I won't read wants to know your opinion on Magnus's beard, Fabi. Can we get a close-up on Magnus's beard real quick? Oh, yeah, he's back at the board. There it is.
I could not even remotely care.
You don't even remotely care about Max's beard? Do you literally not care?
I also literally don't care.
There you go. Fabiano doesn't even remotely care about Magnus Carlsen's facial hair, so we love it.
Nicholas from Aftenposten in Norway. This was a very long game. Does it give you extra pleasure, Magnus, to win after such a long time?
Yes.
Short answers, I can understand that. Yeah. There was a time, Magnus, where you were both like really low on the clock, and it seemed the position still required a lot of precision.
Attention, plus que 25, ça y est, il va jouer son coup, il met la tour en B7. Il est obligé de noter, hein. Lorsqu'on a 30 secondes de rajout, on doit noter ses coups. Alors, il menace rien, mais avec force. La question, c'est est-ce que Nepo va réagir rapidement?
Voltou ali o Nepo. E H2. Tem sempre o bispo B2 aqui no ar. A posição ainda está relativamente estável aqui, parece para o Carlsen, né? Porque o Nepo também não fez nada de especial com esse H5.
And she's going to help me out a little bit with the tree, and we're going to talk some chess, and it's going to be super fun. So she is going to be joining us a little bit later. So it's going to be really exciting. We are going to have a tree today. We're going to be having my mom joining. We're going to be having lots of things. And most exciting of all, everybody, I literally have a new computer. I was so tired of my cam links not working. I have a new computer right now. So please, world, don't give me any tech issues. I spent the day yesterday, me and Will.
And two special guests accompanying him. First, the governor of the Khanty-Mansiysk Autonomous Region, Natalia Komarova. Apparently, she will not be accompanying us, but she is there in the VIP suite.
Incredible stuff. So let's just wait for the press conference, which should be starting pretty soon.
Yeah, I'll have to go to the restroom real quick.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. No, go right ahead. Obviously, go ahead. Sure. I will talk to you guys in chat. Move this out of the way. Let me put this down here. But yeah, we will be covering the press conference just briefly. I don't think it's going to be a long press conference.
He's an entertainer.
Like he would, let's say, capture your queen, like with his queen, and you would capture back. You would capture his queen back, and it's the only move in the position. And then he would start to make faces like you just, like you just took your pants off in front of the board. Like you made the strangest move ever. And so you understand, of course, that at that point, like it's just some sort of, like, either it's supposed to get in your head a bit, but it's just a fun.
True. No, that's a good point. Yeah, I mean, it's still.
But there's still E5, because if you take there's E4.
True. Yeah, very so hard to judge. I mean, I like Queen D7 here. Queen D7 to me seems like the best move. That's what I would say. I like Queen D7.
Yeah.
It seems like the right move.
Yeah.
I think if he had played this way and played it quickly, he would have had good chances to win the game.
Yeah.
We see that the eval bar is not suggesting that White is winning or anything, but it is possible that the computer is underestimating White's attack.
Yeah.
That's one thing.
This might be the longest game in the history of the World Championship as well. Hey, Ortels for the 5 gifteds, appreciate it. This probably is the longest game. Started what?
Yeah.
Started 7 hours 17 minutes ago. So this will be the longest stream ever. No, it won't be, you guys. Rook D7, okay.
I had a chess stream and it was about this game. And in my dream, Jan won.
Okay.
And the way he won
I
was...
don't know why I laughed at that, but okay.
Magnus simplified to a king and pawn ending, and it was like white has king on c4.
Yeah.
In the dream, for some reason, Jan was white.
Yeah.
But let's ignore that. White had a king on c4, black had like a king on a8, and white had a pawn on a2. And Magnus was like, all right,
it's a draw.
It's a draw. But then Jan played the move a2 to b3. And Magnus looked surprised, but he was like, okay, I played king to b7. And then Jan played b2 to c3.
Just moved the pawn over.
It wasn't exactly like that. I just realized that what I just described was a draw. But in any case, Jan moved his pawn from the A file to the C file, and Magnus suddenly looked really upset and surprised, and he just resigned.
Well,
what else could he do?
Stream with Mizkif and other people. So it'll all go back. But for now, I got banned. I got banned on YouTube on my third fucking day. If anyone from YouTube's watching this, hey, I'll be good from now on. This is it's like a one-time thing, you know. I'm good. I'm good for it. Me? No, I'm good. Don't worry.
Wow.
I wouldn't dare get 20,000 views away from the 9 billion.
Up against a pawn like we talked about earlier,
right.
And I'll lose. And so might be afraid to do that.
Wait, what just happened?
You
played
went
E4, knight f4. Oh, nice C5.
Oh, no, this could be trouble.
Jan is blowing this position here with no time now.
Well, like queen b4, if rook d.
Look, knight e4. Because if you take the knight, you lose the bishop.
Yeah, I was also thinking if rook d to c2, those pieces are all trapped. They can't move, but maybe white can't make progress.
We're at time control, by the way. Magnus Carlsen has reached time control. Jan Nepomniachtchi has one more move to make, or he loses on time.
Oh my gosh! And what's the move here? Like, it's not easy because queen takes e4, rook a3 is the worst version of all of this. That might just lose in the spot because white will bring the other rook to a2, win a4.
Jan has made his move.
Queen b3.
Oh my gosh!
Is very natural now, and you attack the e5 pawn, and if black plays e4, then suddenly knight g5 is a move. And this might not be bad for black for some tactical reasons, but it does at the moment look like...
snapped it off because at that point he didn't really have a choice. And now he does play e3 instead of rook back to c2. And Jan can play bishop b2. We just talked about how that could actually backfire. He can retreat bishop to e5, which I don't love at first sight because the trade of knight for bishop may cause black some problems. But Jan, he doesn't seem too worried.
Hey guys, I'm Joseph. I created the algorithm, Gloomshot, that made the video that you're watching right now. I didn't do any of the video editing, compilation, or uploading by hand. I actually wrote some code that does all of it for me while I'm sleeping. This might seem like a pretty complex skill, but it's a lot simpler than you think. I'm completely self-taught and believe that if you can play video games, you can write your own automation code. If you're interested in learning this skill, I've created an online course that'll hold your hand through making a bunch of real-world projects, even if you've never coded before. Check it out in the description below.